Hey, this is Chris, and I am checking dice. I appreciate you watching my videos, and I know it's been a while since I made one. I've been busy, and like a lot of people, just a lot of life going on, and things have been crazy. But I have been practicing, and I've been able to play some, and have enjoyed doing all that, even though I haven't been able to make some videos lately. So, thanks for your patience in that. And today, I'm going to play a hybrid strategy and show you how I've been thinking about playing hybrid lately. And I've tried some of this in the casino and mixed results, I suppose, like a lot of strategies. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But I'm going to show you what I've been thinking and how I've been playing. And I know that Mid Atlantic Craps, if you don't follow his channel, he's a great channel to follow. He has a hybrid strategy that he likes to play that is similar. And I don't remember when I first started playing this, but certainly his videos have influenced my thoughts a little bit on the hybrid play. And my problem with hybrid play is that oftentimes what happens is I take a too high a risk for my bankroll, and my risk ends up getting burned when on the don't pass. Hybrid plays with the don't pass, and you end up losing more money than you really should lose because you're playing with too much money out there, and the risk can burn you. And certainly it can. If you hit a lot of points, you're making a lot of points, you get a lot of come out 7-11s, you're going to get burned. Also 555, I wanted to give a shout out to 555. His channel has helped me a lot refine some of my thinking on the don't pass, and there are a lot of others, certainly. In fact, as this video is being made, it's close to Christmas time, and reflect a lot about what I'm thankful for between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And certainly, Craps channels on YouTube have been a big factor in my own education and entertainment as I learn the game of craps over the last couple of years, and have enjoyed building my own table and playing at home and that kind of thing. So I'm thankful for a lot of people out there, but there are a lot of people that have influenced my thinking on the dark side and the don't pass, including WagerMeThis and some of the strategies that I've learned from a lot of other people as well. But anyway, so this is my take on a hybrid play that I've been kind of experimenting with a little bit right now lately, and thought I'd show it to you. So let's just get started. I So let's see. I've got a $300 bankroll, and I'm gonna get some new dice. Let's see. Let's go with red dice today. Um, I start with a $300 bankroll, and what I'm gonna do is go with a $25 don't pass, and we'll show you how this works. Again, I feel like this is this plays to my comfort level as a medium amount of risk. I like playing a slightly bigger don't pass on the come out because it pays 1-1 on the 7. I don't like playing with a smaller. I used to experiment a little bit with table minimum on the don't pass and then odds, and the odds are expensive because they pay less than 1-1. So your better bet is to play a bigger don't pass. So I play a little odds, but I also play with a slightly larger don't pass. So let's just see how this goes. I'm just going to roll this out, show you how I play it. There's a 5 and a 3, 8. All right, so 8 is the point. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the inside numbers, which in this case is 5, 6, and 9. I'm going to get some change and cap that 6. Now I'm also going to play, I'm going to put enough odds down to cover my initial $32. So if I put $12 in odds, I've got 25 here, plus I'm going to win 10. 12 in odds wins 10 on the 6 and 8. And that will win 10 plus the 25 is 35. So I've got 32 out, and I've got 35 covered on the early 7. Okay, but I really want to hit the 5, 6, and 9. I want to play for a while. I want a long roll without hitting the point or 7. So there's a 3, 1, 4. And back to back 3, 1, 4. And there is a hard 8. All right, so 8 is not good. We're going to lose our odds and our don't pass. That's all right. Again, this is my comfort level of play, which is okay with losing the don't pass occasionally, and I'm okay with that level of loss, I guess I would say. All right, so I'm just coming back out with a new don't pass, and there's a 7. We don't like that. 7 on the come out is going to be a loser, and also a concern or an issue on the don't pass. If you'd like, you can hedge this 25 out with hopping the reds or playing the any 7. There's a 10. All right, so 5-5 hard 10. 10 is going to be the point. I'm going to move to the 8, and I need some change. Okay, so cap the 8, and because the point is 10, I am going to put 30 in odds out here. I'm going to adjust my odds based on what the point is, but at this point, I'm going to play sort of a little bit still conservative, but I've got $55 at risk in odds and the don't pass. But what I'm going to do, because I'm playing with 50, see this 50 is going to win 40. It's going to win 25 plus 15. So it's going to win 40. I'm going to go ahead and put another 10 out, and I've got 44 inside. Now I'm down a little bit, so I'm going to even this out with one more $6. That's going to be three more dollars in winnings, and that will cover all but $1 of my my inside action. Again, I want to hit. Oh, I don't want that to happen. 6, 4, 10. So right back on it immediately. Point made, point hit, or point set, point made, whatever. So I'm going to lose all this now. Now I'm getting a little bit nervous. Okay, we go back up on the don't pass. It happens, folks. It happens. Often happens. No matter what you're playing, the table sometimes seems to be against you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take down the 8. I'm just going to pull that back because at this point I want the this 5, 6, and 9, and I'm going to put 12 in odds. So I've got enough here to cover that, and I'm looking for 5, 6, and 9, and there's a 6. All right, so 6 is going to pay 14. And I'm just going to go straight up, 1 unit press on each. I'm going to take 5 from my rack. That will press these up to 3 units. I'll rack the $3. And now I'm going up. And so what am I going to do? I'm going to add some protection by adding $10 more in protection. So I'm going to take my odds, or my lay odds, up to 18, which is now going to win $5 more. So I'm just going to kind of slide up in odds as my inside bets go up, adding a little bit of protection. That's a 10. Not going to do anything. Oops. Okay, here we go. 6. All right, 6 easy. 5 and a 1. Now I got 3 units on there. It's going to win 21. What am I going to do now? I've got options. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the 4 and the 10 for $10 each, and I'm going to pocket the 1. But again, because I'm pocketing a little bit or adding a little bit of bets out there, I'm just going to slide up 1 more to 24 in odds. All right, so 24 in odds. Still looking to avoid the point and the bad number. 6, all right, 6 easy. It's a 5 and a 1, so that's got 3 units on it. That's going to win 21 again. Now with that 21, I am going to take each inside number up 1 more. All right, so now I've got 4 units on the 5, 6, and 9. I'm going to take the odds up 1 more, which is going to take me to 30. Now I've got, okay, so I'm just going to swap this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's 25. So now I've got the 30. in odds. Okay, so I'm sliding up the odds as I press my bets. Okay, so still want to roll all those other numbers. So now I've got a 10 down on the end. All right, 6, 4, 10. That's going to pay $18. I'm going to pay 20 for 2. All right, 20 for 2. What am I going to do with that 20? Now I'm going to press, whoops. Okay, runaway chip. Come back, runaway chip. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. What am I going to do with $20? At this point, I'm going to press the 4 and the 10 up one more unit each. And I'm just going to go ahead and press the 5 and the 9 up. Those go to a quarter. All right, and I'm going to leave my odds where they are for now. 3 craps, 3. 9 Nina. All right, so there's 9 is going to pay 35. And at this point, I'm going to take, let's see. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and take my odds to 60. Collect the 5. All right. Collecting the 5. There's a 7. All right. 7 out. So my goal, my thought is that I press things up equally, or not, it's not totally equally, but I'm pressing up my bets to win, my place bets where I want to make my money, and hedging it out with increasing bets on the don't pass and odds to try to at least make sure that I'm winning something and covering the exposure that I had. So my initial exposure was $32, right? The initial point I think was 8. My initial exposure was $32, and I had enough odds to win enough to cover that. So what's going to happen is I'm going to win 25 for the flat bet, and 60 in odds is going to win 50. So I've got $75 that I won. Plus, some of this was winnings. Some of it came from my rack, but some of this was winnings. I'm going to collect all this, and I do lose all of this. So I've got 50. There's 75, 104. So I lost 104 that I left out there exposed. And you can kind of see what the thought is there. So I collected quite a bit to bring that back. So that was a good long roll. And let's see if we can have that happen again. We're coming out again, new shooter. All right, that was a 5 and a 1. 6, easy 6. So 6 is the point. And I'm going to start with 12 in odds. And I need some change. Some change for reds. All right. 5, 8, and 9. Oops. I need some white chips. I was running out of chips. All right. Tap the 8. And here we go. 35 in protection, covering 32 in bets, place bets. And there's a 7 out. All right, quick 7 out. So we're going to lose the 32, get paid 25 plus 10, 35. All right. It's kind of just a big reset. When that happens fast. You're not up or down much. You're just resetting and hoping the next shooter gets on a hot roll. There's a 4. 4 is the point. All right. Now, being the point is 4, I'm just going to stick with the 5, 6, 8, and 9. And what I do, again, I am, let's see, I don't think I needed that, but, okay, sorry. I'm going to place the 9, dollar and change. Cap the 6 and 8. Now I've got 44 inside, so I'm going to go ahead and place 30 in odds. Try to avoid that 4. And I'd like some inside numbers to hit. 9, Nina. All right. 639. That's going to pay 14. And I need 22 to go up inside. So this time what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a little bit different. And I'm just going to go ahead and press the 6 and 8 and collect the $2. Play it however you want to. Press, collect, however you'd like to do that. But there's another 9, 6, 3. All right. So that's going to pay 14, but I'm going to pay 15 for 1. And I'm just going to go ahead and press up the 5 and the 9. And I'm going to add $6 to the odds. There's another 9, 3 9s in a row. That's a 5-4 after 2 6 3s back to back, I think. That's going to win $21. All right, what do you do now? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and press up each of these. I'm going to add 1 from my rack. It's going to cost me $1, but now I've got bigger place bets. Because of that, I'm going to go ahead and go up to 60 in odds, which I think might be, no, never mind. I'm playing with a quarter on the don't pass. So, okay, so here we go. 12 midnight. All right, not going to do anything for us. Midnight back to back. All right. Midnight back to back. And there's a 4. Great. 3 and 1. Point hit. Everybody's cheering at the table except the don't pass pairs. And now I just went down quite a bit because I had 75. I had 50, 60 in odds, so I lost $75, $85 there. So I'm going to have to go back up for another quarter. But what I'm going to do, well, let's just get a point set, and I'll show you what I do. So there's my, there's a 7. All right, that's not good. Should have hedged it maybe. I feel like after a long roll with point hit, it sometimes feels good to just go ahead and hedge that out with $6. There's an 8. All right, so a 5 and a 3. 8 is the point, and the 8 will come down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this back to the minimum. I had pressed it up, so I did lose a good amount of money on that 4, but I'm pulling all of this back and starting over with 32. So there's 55, $56. $56 I'm pulling off the table now because I am starting over. So I lost 100-ish, plus I lost the come out 7, but I'm pulling 56 back off the table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to 12, starting over, 12 in odds. Kind of resetting everything. And again, we're shooting for long rolls. 6 easy, 4 and a 2. It's going to pay 14. So I'm going to throw in a nickel and get some change. So I can press the 5, 6, and 9 up 1 unit each. 3 and change. Here we go. 6 easy. 5, 1. Now I've got 3 units on that. It's going to win 21. And that 21, I'm going to go up 1 more unit each. Take them to 20 and 24. And I'm going to add another, what I'm going to do, let's see, I'm actually going to go up $12 more. I'm going to take this to 24. All right, 24 in odds. 9, Nina. All right, 5 and a 4. Good deal. Got 20 on that. That's going to win 28. There's 25. And 3 is 28. What am I going to do now? What I'm going to do is take the 10 and the 4 for 10 each. And I'm going to add 1 more in odds, collect the $2. So now my odds have gone up to 30. There we go. And we're going to take all this, clean that up, make it 30 in odds. All right. So there we go. Ready to go. Yo, 11. 6 and a 5. 10 down on the end, hard 10. Hard 10, a 5 and a 5. That's going to pay 18. I'm going to pay 20 for 2. All right. And I'm going to press the 10 and the 4. And I'm going to add 12 more in odds. All right, 12 more in odds against the 8. And there's an 8, a 6 and a 2. All right, a 6 and a 2. Probably overdid the odds, but that's okay. So we lose the don't pass. And let's see where we're at. Maybe we'll go one more time. What I'm going to do, put this another quarter out, get a point established. The point is going to be 6. 4 and a 2. All right. So we'll pull that down, and I'm going to pull all these down. All right. So we have 32 on the inside, and now I've got there's 50, 60, 62 that I'm pulling off the table that I had won. Okay. So again, because I'm trying to press things up equally, I am not quite as bad off as I would if I just went all in, or on either one really. But all right, so 6 is the point. We're starting off with our base units of 35 in protection against 32 in place bets. There's a 9, 5 and a 4. I'm going to pay 14. And I'm going to throw in a nickel to take each of these up 1 with 3 in change. I'm going to add another $6 in protection as I go up. There's a 7. All right, 7 out. So we lose up here, and we're going to get paid a quarter and 15. We paid 40. All right, back that up. Pull this back, and I think we'll be done with this video. So again, just kind of conceptually showing you how I'm thinking about playing. That was a lot of points, and anyway, I'm taking a medium amount of risk to try to press up my bets. In this case, I would have been better off maybe over hedging or overplaying the don't pass. But again, you lose on the points. We did hit a lot of points. So I'm not a math expert, and coming up with math on the fly is not my strong suit. But so sometimes I overplay or underplay, and I don't get the math exactly right. But you get the concept. You can figure out the math. So there's 100 in red chips plus a nickel, and there's 100 in green chips. So there's 200 plus 10, 14. So 14, so 214. So I'm down about $86. Or 80, what did I say? We got 100, 200, 5, 10, 15, 19. So 219. So I'm down $81. There are other variations of this that I think about occasionally, and I don't like them because they give me less potential for future profits, but they might be the safer play. What if instead of pressing, you just kept collecting, and you just had yourself out there with $10 bets on each number. Maybe you press add the 4 and 10 at some point, but um, if you just press the or if you just collect and you never press, all you're playing is you're winning every time. You've got $32 in risk, 32 or 34. You have um, 35 in protection, and maybe you just write it out and you just collect every time. No pressing, just collect, 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 collect. Every time you collect, you're just eating away at the need for the protection. At that point, when the seven finally comes, you are okay because you've just collected every time. So maybe that's a safer play. I don't know. You're not gonna press your bets up for any big wins or anything, but you're just collecting every time. And here's the thing: on a long roll, almost everybody wins money except the dark side players. But if you're on the light side, if you've got points covered, if you've got bets out there on place bets and a long roll happens, you're going to win. If you've got $10 that you win every time a number rolls, it only takes 10 of those rolls to that's $100 win. So you can slowly grind out a really nice win on a long roll, even with minimum bets on the table. So that might be a decent strategy. In fact, while I'm thinking about it, I may just make a another video and try it without pressing at all. Just to cover it with the hedge and then just let it ride and see how much money I can win. Maybe I'll press up the 4 and 10, or I'll get the 4 and 10 placed, but that's it. So anyway, just some of what I'm thinking, just musings about this strategy. I really like the hybrid type play because it gives me that medium amount of exposure and risk and gives me the potential to profit when other numbers are rolling besides the point or the seven. So um, anyway, let me know what you think. Appreciate you watching at any rate, and thanks so much for hanging out. We'll see you next time.